Hey, what's up, guys? Shauna Steele back with another video for you guys. And I was sitting here and I was trying to think, what am I going to do today? I need a video. Of course, you guys always have some recommendations for me, which is great. But this one's came up quite a few times and people have wanted me to check this out. It's a show called Secret Eaters, which I've never seen before, and I'm pretty sure it's a British-based TV show. At least that's what I think I heard from you guys. But besides that, or all the trashy reality TV you guys want me to watch, which I'm a man, but I'm not above checking out some trashy reality TV because it might not be something I watch every day, but trust me, I still want to punch Big Ed in his face whenever I watch 90 Day Fiancé or whatever. But let's see what's going on here with Secret Eaters.
First under the microscope is Ronnie, who steadily gained 6 stone and 6 dress sizes in 8 years.
I think last year I was at 26. I didn't want to admit it, but I think I was.
Okay, so the first problem here is 6 stone. I'm not exactly sure how much that is. I think it's a lot because I think I did the math on it once. I think a stone's somewhere around 20 pounds. I'm not sure. Don't shoot me. I don't know. I'm American, America. But yeah, I think that's a good bit of weight to gain that quick.
I went over the threshold of from big girl to queen of the fatties. I would just like to feel more comfortable in myself. Being a 16 or 18 would be a dream.
Before surveillance began, we asked our couple to fill out food diaries for 5 days. And this is what Ronnie recorded.
Now, a lot of you guys have said something to me about like being comfortable in your own skin and wishing you had like half the confidence I have. It's just, you feel better if you walk around and you just know that you're the shit. Like, I love me some me. And I walk around every day knowing that I love me some me. So nobody really can dampen my mood, or even if they don't like me, like it's not gonna like ruin my day if somebody doesn't like something I say, or oh, look at him, blah blah blah. It's not gonna bother me. So you just gotta learn to be comfortable with yourself.
All of her meals, bar one Chinese takeaway for supper and a lunchtime BLT sandwich, were home cooked. She didn't go out to eat once.
We make all of our own food. It's all home cooked, and it's chilies and vegetable curries and stews.
Okay, so the fat guy ain't gonna judge the overweight woman here, but I can tell you right now, she's eating some kind of fast food somewhere, because her body type just isn't screaming, I eat salmon and honey pancakes or whatever the hell was on there, but she's definitely eating some kind of fast food.
She recorded some snacking in between meals, mainly on sunflower seeds, celery and fruit. And apart from a solitary gin and tonic, she was a saintly teetotaler. Ronnie's food diary claims that she's consuming an average of 1,780 calories a day.
That's not a lot. Isn't it like 2,000's considered pretty basic? At least I think for a man it is. I don't know. I'm sticking around 1,000 calories a day. I might allow myself 1,200 a day because I can still hit my weight goal in June if I do that. And I've been way more hungry lately than I was. But I'm 16 months out of surgery, so I just think my stomach's starting to stretch out a little more.
Which means she's eating nearly 1,000 calories less than the 2,800 her body needs just to maintain her weight. So what will our surveillance turn up? Okay, so let's just have a look at this.
Before we look at the surveillance, I'm going to say I think it is so deceptive because a lot of people don't even realize what they're eating. I'm one of those people who falls almost in the delusional category, who wasn't sure just how much food he was eating before, but I also never kept track of it. I just ate whatever the hell I wanted, whenever the hell I wanted. So that's how I got to 605 pounds. We solved that riddle, guys. But yeah, she's going to be eating way more than I think she realizes.
Ronnie eats well-balanced and nutritious meals, the biggest of the week being an 831-calorie salmon and potato supper, including 6 slices of salami and washed down with 1 small glass of red wine.
You know something funny? The other day, someone was like, you don't eat salmon? I was like, I don't know. I've never actually had a good piece of salmon in my life. I've only ever had like canned salmon or whatever. Like, I've never had the good stuff, so maybe I need to try salmon. But yeah, obviously you're going to eat better if people are friggin' watching you. Like, Okay, if you know a camera is in the house, you're not gonna sit there and pound some Burger King or go all American pie on a piece of friggin' apple pie. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
But in between meals, over the week, we catch a glimpse of some behaviour that's cause for concern. Ronnie's told us that she thinks she eats healthily, but it appears that she's pushing things to the extreme with her health food munchathons.
Okay, so she'll get the healthy stuff, but she'll eat an ungodly amount. That was my problem also. Moderation was not a thing that existed to me until probably like a year and a half ago. Say I wanted to eat like some chicken Alfredo or something. I was getting the biggest friggin' bowl I could, and I was pounding as much of it as I could.
Over 5 days, she consumed 10 squares of antioxidant-rich dark chocolate, washed down with a pint of milk.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm not a fan of dark
helping of
chocolate.
roasted sunflower seeds, brimming with healthy omega-3 and 6 oils.
The only time I eat dark chocolate is whenever I bought those Mr. Beast bars to try or whatever, because I was hoping to get into like his $1 million like competition or whatever. I was hoping to get in there. You guys would have seen me on there trying to win $1 million, but then I saw the competition and they're climbing a friggin' rock wall. I'm like, my fat ass ain't getting up that wall, so I would have tried, but I wasn't gonna get to the top.
And a portion of fruit salad, 2 parts of her 5 a day.
Hey, hiya Kieran, how you doing?
Kieran, Ronnie's work colleague at the police station, reported to PI Duncan what he thinks is some healthy snacking on the job too.
When I got to work, she was eating the celery sticks. A couple of hours later, she shared out coconut chunks.
So she's eating pretty healthily. It's just that she's eating like all day or whatever, I guess. Me, I need to work on my healthy food habits. I count calories. I eat very little now. I'm hungry a lot of the time, but there's better choices I could make. And for right now, my breakfast is a protein bar and maybe an extra little cereal bar or something that's 100 calories. But that's the healthiest thing I eat in a day.
No crime as far as he's concerned.
To me, she seems to be doing all the right things.
In just 5 days,
That's 'cause you're watching
we caught
her.
Ronnie unconsciously munching her way through about 1,470 calories worth of healthy nibbles, which she thinks are good for her on top of her meals. But these nutritious snacks, which on their own seem completely innocuous, could add up to a weight gain of around 2 stone a year.
Right, because people think they're just eating fruit, you know, it's good for you, but they don't realize all the sugar that's in fruit and stuff like that, because you can't have fruit if you go keto or anything like that. That's the only diet that ever worked for me, because if you give me an out, like if you tell me I can eat low fat, but I can have so many bananas or whatever, I'm just going to eat friggin' bananas the whole time because they taste good. And I'm going to screw up my whole diet. So I can't have any kind of liberty. When it comes to dieting and meat, it has to be extremely strict or I'm going to give myself some kind of liberty.
Sunflower seeds are one of Ronnie's favourite snacks, and whilst they're high in fibre,
They're
protein,
okay.
vitamins, minerals, they're also very high in calories if you eat too many of them. And that's because around 3/4 of those calories are coming from fat.
Okay, so I didn't know that. I would have thought they were healthy too. So I would have just been sitting there pounding sunflower seeds or whatever till one shot out of my rear end. And yeah, I wouldn't have even realized that I was eating something unhealthy. See, that's the sneaky part. People don't realize it, but they think they're eating healthy, and they're really not because they're eating too much or not moderating what they're eating.
In fact, 100 grams of sunflower seeds is around 580 calories, and that's more than 100 grams of milk chocolate.
Bro, that's crazy. That's over half my daily calories just in those sunflower seeds. And to look at it compared to some freaking chocolate, that just blows you away. Because I would have been one of those people who thought I was eating good by eating the sunflower seeds.
Or 4 cans of cola. To give you an example of how much
Holy
fat
shit.
and oil is present in the sunflower seeds, I'm going to crush them to release their oil.
This is fascinating to me.
It's that oil and that fat that is the source of most of the calories in the seeds. So if you're thinking about a healthy snack such as nuts or seeds, weigh them out before you munch your way through them.
Bro, but who's really going to weigh it out? Like, I know there's people out there that go to that extreme, But that's kind of why the prepackaged stuff is easier, because it's already done for you. You look at the back, you see what the nutrition facts are, you're good to go, right? But that's also the unhealthy stuff, because it's all processed, all preservatives, all that good stuff. But, or not good stuff, don't shoot me. But yeah, clearly nobody's actually going to weigh it unless they do it at home. And maybe, I guess if you sat there and weighed it all out ahead of time and had it bagged up, I guess you could do that. But that's just a lot of effort for a guy that's, I don't know, I might try it. Yeah.
For example, take a tablespoon, measure them out, put them into a little handy box like this.
An Altoid
And
tin?
that's around 100 calories, which is a much healthier snack than a bar of chocolate or a can of cola.
Okay, as far as calories go, under 150, or not calories, snacks go, under 150, I'll consider it a snack.
Can you hazard a guess at how many calories is in this plate of coconut?
300.
In this small plate, 407 calories. Because of course it's so
Kinda
oily.
close.
That's more than 1.5 Mars bars.
The fact that the coconut is worth a Mars bar and a half was
Yeah, that's not even that much coconut, and that would be over a third of what I eat in a day. So I don't go over 300 to 400 at any sitting. If it's lunch, dinner, whatever, breakfast, no more than 300 to 400 calories per sitting. And that's kind of just a rule that I've stuck to.
quite shocking.
You know you're snacking, you know it's healthy, but nuts and seeds and coconut are calorific.
Yeah.
So doing that all of the time is just going to keep the weight on. Ronnie falls into the category I like to call nutritious but naughty.
Yeah, but see, I'm still like totally shocked that she's not doing fast food, because I thought for sure she was eating some fast food, because the way she said she was eating healthy, I didn't think it was possible that she wasn't giving herself some kind of cheat here or there. But she's really eating healthy, she's just eating too much.
These eaters surround themselves with so-called healthy options, chowing down on wholesome fresh fruit, vegetables, seeds and nuts when they feel peckish. They're motivated by the belief that what they're eating is good for their body. But to put it simply, eating too much of a good thing can make you overweight. My advice to nutritious but naughty types is to create a grazing box each evening with a specific weight of healthy snacks to munch on the following.
That just seems like a lot of effort, but I see that if you're gaining weight, it's definitely effort that's not going to go in vain. Like, it's not going to be something that you do and you're like, damn, why'd I do that? But you're going to see the, advantage or the gains from it later on. So I see why people would go to that extreme. I'm just lazy when it comes to stuff like that, and I know I need to work on that. That's a personality trait that I definitely need to work on.
Day. Counting the calories going into the box each night means controlling what you're putting into your body in between meals.
Those serving sizes
Ronnie,
are
with you, there is a
deceptive.
little bit of a running theme. You're really good when you're at home, but the minute you're released and you're out of that front door,
Right.
you're not quite such an angel. Okay, so let's just have a look at this.
Oh, is she going to be one of those people that's friggin' stopping at McDonald's and pounding a quarter pounder real quick? I bet she is giving herself some kind of liberty, because I don't see her putting on that much weight just from eating that many sunflower seeds. But let's see, because she's snacking, so I think she's grabbing fast food somewhere.
Acting on a tip-off from their informant Kieran, our PIs Cameron and Duncan have tailed Ronnie to the cinema
got a
to record
snitch.
any mindless munching. Studies show that when we're watching a screen, we're 40% more likely to overeat. So a trip to the cinema can be a secret eating minefield, as they sell supersized cartons of popcorn and containers of drink.
I don't like popcorn. I know that that's going to be like a very hot topic with some people. I don't like popcorn. I hate the way it gets stuck in your teeth. The only good popcorn is going to be at the theater that's drenched in butter, and obviously that's way too much fat for me at this point in my life on my journey. I can't touch popcorn. Maybe Skinny
Cinemas
Pop.
make much fatter profit margins from confectionery than movies, and with up to a 1,200% markup, popcorn is where you see the biggest portion distortion.
I got a friggin' problem with how much money they charge you at friggin' theaters too, because I'm gonna smuggle a Twix in between my ass cheek before I pay you $5 for a friggin' candy bar.
So will Ronnie be able to resist a giant treat? Nope. She orders a gigantic carton of salty popcorn, which isn't even the largest size on offer. And to wash it down, she's gone for a Tango Ice Blast.
Oh,
so she's
yeah?
grabbed 738 calories without even realising.
Bro, that's like damn near my daily allowance in one snack. That's crazy. The last movie I went to see was the last Avatar movie, which was friggin' great. You all should go see it. But I did get myself something to snack on while I was there, and it was pretzels with beer cheese. And oh my god, that was like a wet dream just sitting there eating those. But I didn't eat that many. I had like 4 or 5, and I let who I was with finish the rest of them, so...
it. The next day, Ronnie's eating out again. She's meeting a friend for lunch in the pub. And P.I. Cameron is hot on her heels.
Bro, I can't.
I'm going to go in and see if I can check out what she's eating.
You've really got your own friggin' like Gunna or 6ix9ine there friggin' watching you behind the scenes, telling them everything you do. You're getting snitched on by your homies. That's crazy. That YSL Rico.
They shared a starter, which was kind of ciabatta bread and hummus. She had 4 pieces of ciabatta bread. Then she had what I think was penne arrabbiata pasta, which came with another 2 pieces of ciabatta bread. So she had 5 pieces of ciabatta bread, all in all.
With all the extras, Ronnie notches up 840 calories for...
Bro, that's friggin' nuts. 840 calories. Like, just until a couple months ago, I was trying to stay under 800 calories a day. And then I finally was like, this just isn't enough to live on. I'm beat, run down all the time. And then I went up to 1,000, and now I'm still pretty damn hungry. And I try to stay at 1,000, but if I get closer to 1,200, I'm not going to get that mad at myself.
For lunch. That's more than the largest meal of the week she ate at home with Stuart. There is a slight theme going on, which is even though, I mean, you're saying to me, look, it's only now and then I'll go out for something to eat with my other half.
Yeah, the theme is she's healthy at home, and then she snacks or eats whatever while she's out. And those kind of calories or that amount of food kind of sneaks up on you, and you don't even know it. Because if somebody actually had a running calorie count on how I used to eat before the surgery, I wouldn't be surprised if I was up over 6,000 calories a day, easy. Because I would roll over and just grab a handful of Reese's, whatever, eat a whole friggin' sleeve of like Oreos or any of that. Like, I was putting away some junk back then, like crazy. And the worst thing that ever happened to me is when they invented those friggin' Starburst minis without the wrapper, so I didn't have to sit there and actually pick at the friggin' wrapper. That was just a death sentence for me, because I would pound a whole friggin' little bag of them like it was nothing.
I'll pop to the cinema with my friend. It's not that bad.
But in a week, that's a lot, absolutely.
So that would explain a little bit about why you're maybe heavier than you want to be. Is it fair to say that the food that we see here today is more or less representative of what you had for the week?
I mean, I don't know if I would say that she's eating out too much or whatever, but I would definitely say that she's not physically as active as she could be. Because with the little amount of stuff I see she's eating or giving herself liberties on, I bet if she had like a healthy exercise routine somewhere in there, she wouldn't be gaining at the very least. She wouldn't be losing, but she wouldn't be gaining.
You think so? Okay.
I think so.
I'm surprised by that, because our dietitian did some number crunching looking at this, and she was saying that actually there is not enough food on these tables for you guys to maintain your weight, or even to put on the weight.
Wow.
Oh, what is she doing? She's the Frito Freddy's been there at her house again, like Shanae on 600 Pound Life. Somebody's smuggling in that friggin' Twix, that Oreo, that Snickers bar, the Snickers diddler, whatever. Somebody's giving her something extra, or she's got a secret chocolate compartment in her prison suitcase or something.
No. So there's just not enough food here. So we need to kind of ask a couple of questions, which
Where's this show going?
Were you aware of the cameras this week, and do you think maybe you weren't eating quite as much as you normally do?
That's what I was saying. How is anybody going to eat like they normally do, knowing that there's a friggin' camera crew in the house watching everything you eat? So how do they get somebody's like real, like a real gauge on what you're actually eating if you know you're being filmed?
For me, this week, I did have one of the days I wasn't very well.
Ah.
So I actually did eat less. But just on one of the days. The other days, I did what I would normally
Was normal.
do, yeah.
Well, in that case, I mean, you know, you guys are a challenge for us because actually what happened this week, you lost weight. So
Oh, wow. Imagine that. The camera crew came in and you're saying you only eat healthy food and you managed to lose weight. What's going on here? Because this ain't adding up.
there's still some digging to be done when it comes to the mystery of Ronnie's current weight, but in the meantime, she can start to tackle the secret eating that we've uncovered with the surveillance. In her food diary, Ronnie recorded consuming around 1,780 calories a day on average.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound bad to me. Not at all. Like, that sounds like somebody who's, like, got a perfectly healthy diet. That's a good amount of calories in a day for a woman, I think. Because I think a guy can have, like, 2,000 or something. I don't know. I just know what I'm doing. I really don't do that much research. I don't look into things that much. But that seems like a healthy amount.
Whilst under surveillance for 5 days, we recorded her eating and drinking an average of 1,839 calories per day. To help Ronnie lose weight, we're putting her on a 1,500 calorie a day diet plan. She'll be slashing her portion sizes and cutting out the extras when she goes out to eat.
Okay, so no more sunflower seeds if you're eating 500 calories at a sitting of sunflower seeds. But yeah, she definitely, 1,500 calories, you can lose some weight there. I'm going to bet that she could take off whatever extra weight she wants in the next couple of months if she does that.
And knocking high-calorie temptations like fizzy drinks and cinema popcorn completely on the head. Ronnie will also be getting more advice on how to manage her polycystic ovary syndrome and its possible effect on her weight gain.
Oh, so she's got some underlying health stuff too.
You think other people look at you and say, well, she's a big girl.
I don't think she's that big. She could maybe lose a little bit of weight, but you got to be in the 300s before I ever say that you're getting up there. Because as somebody that was 605, I don't call anybody fat. So somebody said to me in the comments the other day, a reformed fatty or whatever. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm still pretty fat. Like, I'm still up there in 326 land.
She must be a right slob, and she's probably scoffing doner kebabs every night, which we know isn't happening.
Yeah.
But you are picking and you are taking in extra calories from whatever source, even though they're healthy sources.
Yeah.
If we could just reduce your intake, even by 100, 200 calories, that will impact your weight.
Yeah, but people don't realize how many calories they're taking in. Because I wouldn't have thought she was eating all that, like, many calories at all. And I was shocked when they showed how many calories were in just that little bit of sunflower seeds compared to a bar of chocolate. So I don't think she's too wild of a crazy eater, but she definitely is giving herself some liberties. And friggin' popcorn at the movie theater, when you know they're filming you to see if you can eat, like, less like, who were you fooling with that one? What made you think that was a healthy choice?
So it can be done. It might be difficult for you, but it can be done.
Going forward from here, I'm going to be much more conscious of what I'm eating, much more conscious of the portion sizes as well. Just be more conscious of the fact that it's coming with a label healthy does not mean that it's actually good for my waistline.
That's the tricky part, right? Portion sizes. People who actually looks at a pint of ice cream and thinks that's 3 serving sizes. Because if you're not sitting down and eating the whole pint of, like, ice cream at a time, you're probably a friggin' serial killer. Just to keep it real. Something is wrong in your head. But it's the right thing to do. But who the hell does that? Oh, well, that's the end of it. But I think the thing we could take away from this show is it's sneaky. You don't realize how much stuff you're eating. Like, those calories and all that stuff will sneak up on you if you're not paying attention or measuring food like they said, which seems like a lot of extra effort to me, but obviously it's effort needed if you're struggling with your weight or gaining weight and still eating healthy like she is. With me, I was eating everything under the friggin' sun. There wasn't no stopping me. If it was food or if it was like some kind of packaged, like, chips or something, I was going to eat it, and I was going to eat the whole damn thing in one sitting. So that's my take on this show, Secret Eaters. You really got to be very mindful of your portions, your serving sizes, and eating things in moderation. But I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Somebody even asked for my friggin' Cash App the other day. I just want to say I don't want anything like that from you guys. So I'm very happy if you just like my video for me. And if you want to give some money, give it away to St. Jude or something, or to some kids in need. I don't need any money. I'm good over here. But I appreciate your guys' support and liking all my videos. But all right, guys. Peace.